Hi there, this is Leslie from the New Lenox Public Library. Today is Maker Monday, so we are going to make your very own bird seed that you can hang outside. Here is the finished one, and I'm going to give you a few steps to do it. It's a very simple thing to do. So moms and dads, you can help along with this, as you will need the stove to do a little bit of melting of some of the components. So first of all, you can use a recycled container. Mine is just from some berries, and I cut it in half, and we're going to use this to hold our product that we're making. So first things first, the fun part. So find some nuts or berries or stuff that your son brought home from college and decided not to eat and nobody else wanted to eat. We are going to put those things in a baggie. So it doesn't really matter how much. You kind of guesstimate depending on how big your container is. So I'm going to throw some peanuts in here. Birdies love peanuts. And this is the fun part for you kids. So you need your bag and a mallet or something. And we're going to smash it. So flip it over. All right, so there we have our crushed up peanuts, which birds love. So if you feel like you need a few more, you can always add more into that. So next, we're going to make what binds our product together. And I had a little bacon grease left over. We had some bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwiches today. So I'm gonna first pour that in. Bacon grease is fine. We want anything that's going to bind our nuts together. Next, I'm going to add some peanut butter, and I also have some organic coconut oil as well. Doesn't matter which peanut butter. And I'm going to go with, you can choose either a quarter to a half. Today I'm going to go with just a little bit under a half of my peanut butter. Actually, it looks like I'm going to probably end up with more of a quarter. So placing that in your pan. And then we're going to do the same thing with your coconut oil. If you don't have coconut oil, there's always an option to use lard or Crisco or anything that you might have around the house. So these are ingredients that you probably already have around your home. Peanut butter for sure. If you don't have the coconut oil or lard, just go ahead and use peanut butter. And we'll place that into our pot as well. And we'll bring this into a melting. Just kind of gently stir it. Let it melt down nicely. Looks delicious, right? It will be for the birds. All right, so it's starting to melt off very nicely. And feel free to always add more peanut butter or more binding ingredients if you'd like to. So you can do that once we start to add your crushed peanuts. So once again, kiddos, this is a fun thing to do, but make sure mommies and daddies are close by so they can help you with this. I'm gonna pour in our peanuts. You can add oats if you want. And I'm going to put this in that my son didn't want from college. Silly boy. This one actually has like apples and whatnot in it as well. So I'm going to cover or stir it all up. Get everything nice and covered. Nice and bound in there. Then our final step. I'm going to take Oh, I have one more thing. We also had spaghetti squash the other night, and we had this, I know it looks really appetizing, right? We had this left over from our spaghetti squash, and birdies just love any type of table scraps. So I'm gonna add that in here as well. They're gonna love those seeds and the squash. All right, so our final step then is to pour it in your pan. Nice and tasty. I'm sure you guys have noticed all the birds out there. I'm really enjoying this springtime. So then what you're going to do is just place that in the freezer. So you might want to put it on a little plate. So I got mine goopy. So you want to place it in the freezer for an hour or 2 hours. When you take it out, it'll be nice and solid like this. Your choice is to either pop it out and place it in a tree or something, or another option might be to just punch a hole in the top with a string and hang it up so the birds can peck at it. Completely up to you. So once you place that in the freezer, now you have a little time where you can do a little research. So if you look here, this is our new Lenox Public Library homepage. And just travel down to this spot right here, ebooks and audiobooks. Give it a click. And this is great for adults, kids, teens, everybody. We have tons of books on here. But today we're just going to go to Tumble Books. I'll scroll all the way down to the bottom so you can see. We also have the Teen Book Cloud as well, and Tumble Math. So here we are, Tumble Books. I'm gonna view in your web browser. This is just for little kids. These are books that are actually read to the children. And we are wanting to learn about birds. So here we are at nonfiction. And the first thing that comes up is animals. This is what we have about birds. So we're going to click on birds. And you have different options here. It's nice because it also has how long it is, your reading level, what grade it's for, even accelerated reader info. So we can play the video, and this is what comes up.
Why fly? One spring day in 1804, when the great painter and naturalist John James Audubon was a teenager, he spied a pair of phoebes near his home in Pennsylvania. The birds were building a nest on a rocky ledge.
So there you go. If you want to learn more about the books, you can log on to this webpage and read all about it. So I hope you enjoy your homemade bird feed, and I hope you guys have a wonderful sunny spring day. Thanks for listening.